How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I wanted to go over the confirmed World Series rewards that will be released today, September 16th at around 3 p.m. Pacific time and 6 p.m. Eastern time. So we are looking at Chipper Jones as the confirmed World Series reward. I did go ahead and tweet this out as well, so feel free to follow me over on Twitter. This is clue 4 out of 4. They kind of showed a mirror image of Chipper Jones, and then they went ahead and confirmed it. This is also a video clip that's on there, so you can feel free to check that out. But I thought it was pretty clever how they have the Braves uniform there with the mirrored pick. I mean, he is a switch hitter. I thought that gave it away, and I thought that the other clues also were very helpful. I mean, I thought that they might have went with 500 doubles as that last hint, but they decided to go with Twitter followers to throw us off. If we take a look at some of the Chipper Jones cards that we've had in years past from MLB The Show 17 and 18, and then we'll take a look at him in 19 as well once he is released today. But we should see a very good switch hitting card, probably the best end game third baseman throughout the game's entirety. I don't really see another player competing with this card unless Albert Pujols can play third base and is a much better fielder than Chipper Jones in this year's game. I think that Chipper Jones' switch hitting ability to be able to hit from both sides of the plate is just something that not a lot of cards have that ability in MLB The Show 19. There's some switch hitting cards, but not a lot of them will have the vision and power and contact that Chipper Jones has. But for the remainder of this video, I figured I would go ahead and hop into the event. I need about 20 wins for this event to unlock the Giancarlo Stanton. I recently uploaded a couple games of this event as well, but I haven't really had too much time to actually play the game. I wanted to play a couple of these games here and there whenever I can, but I haven't really had too much time to stream as well. I just wanted to mention that I've been trying to play as many games of ranked seasons as possible, trying to play this event and also take care of some things I have going on in my personal life. I have a lot to do with my upcoming teaching position and stuff like that, but anyway, I figured I would let you guys know how that goes. I did get a new internet system though, so the internet is back and up and running, so that is helpful. And I'm not really sure what happened as I'm saying that. We get some lag there, some desync. I almost got thrown out at the plate because of it. I didn't know if that ball got by him. I didn't know if the center fielder was able to make the play or not. So anyway, luckily he made a bad throw to third base. I think I would have been safe anyway with Yelich, but Mookie Betts is cashing in those 2 runs right there by Yelich and Trout scoring, and that's all with 2 outs. So that was very helpful. These games are 3-inning games, so it's nice to score early on in the first inning, put the pressure on your opponent, especially as the away team, because he is the home team, so he's going to have that last chance to bat and walk it off regardless. But it is a 2-0 game, and Ronald Acuna almost hit this one out. I thought that this ball actually was going out because the ball icon kind of disappeared. It hit off the top of the wall. I tried to rob it with R1, and I was completely off of it. Had no chance of catching that one. But we actually had some lag in this game as well. I was just recently got the internet fixed. This was the first game trying it out, and we lagged out, and I got the win. So I was confused what happened there. I have no idea if he just quit out once we froze or what happened, but we'll go ahead and get into another game. We are going up against the same pitcher, Luis Castillo, so that's kind of interesting. But we also have John Gray on the mound. This opponent has a pretty good team. I think that this live series event is really good. It's nice to go up against some different cards, some live series cards, now that they're not as used as much this late in the season with this many signature series cards. I'm still waiting for a lot of these other legends to be released, Ted Williams, Babe Ruth. I'm just glad that we finally have Chipper Jones. We will see him in the game today, and I'm sure that some people will make World Series today. I did not make World Series this season. The first time I did not make World Series since MLB The Show 17, which was the first time I actually made it. I've had a streak going that I just made World Series each and every season, but this was the first season that I didn't really have time to play as many games. I think I went like 10-2, 11-2, and I still finished at like 860 something. I'd rather make this video for you guys than play any more games and get some good sleep for tomorrow. Anyway, when I was creating this video, it's still Sunday, so that's kind of why I was talking a little bit about that. But we will have this reward today, Monday being the day that I upload it, and I'm really excited for Chipper Jones. I'm hoping to make World Series this season and play a lot more games. I don't know if I'll have time, but at the same time I'll try to make some time for that. Might not have as many videos uploaded, because I'm going to try and get that reward. But regardless, I have enough stubs to purchase him off the market anyway. Regardless if I have enough for the 3 bosses that just came out, I will just pick up Tom Seaver. I can skip out on Andre Dawson to get Chipper Jones. That's perfectly okay with me. I can always go and pick up Andre Dawson later on in the season, but I think that Chipper Jones is going to go for a lot of stubs on the market, and he's going to be the most expensive World Series reward that we've had so far. And Ty Cobb is right up there, around 200K. I think that Chipper Jones goes for a little bit more, and especially if there's a stub sale that comes out after this World Series reward or after the season's over. I think that even after this season, people still may select him if they make World Series. Like, say you don't make World Series this upcoming season, then you will be able to select Chipper Jones the following season and still have him on your end game team. Now, that might be a situation where they release Ted Williams or Babe Ruth, and you might not want to take Chipper Jones. I don't know how they're going to do it for World Series rewards, but I was able to predict Chipper Jones correctly just based off of a couple hints. I had a good feeling that they would go with a third baseman pretty soon for World Series. We haven't really seen one. And at the same time, there's still Mike Schmidt, Chipper Jones, a couple of good third basemen that they could have went with. And that's awesome that they did. So anyway, this game right here, it's we're losing 1-0. I absolutely played like trash so far at the plate, and this opponent deserves to win this game up until this point. Probably deserves a few more than 1 run. He's flied out to the warning track a couple times, hit the ball really well. I don't even have a base hit yet, but we still might be able to come back in this one. Only down a run, and we are able to get the double play right there, facing Freddie Freeman. I went ahead and brought in Tim Hill, the common lefty, just because I wanted to save the bullpen arms that I had in there. If I was able to tie this game up, he already had the lead, so I figured that now was the time. And the only reason I had him in there was because I previously had a mission to strike out some guys with the common pitcher. I ended up re-rolling it and still having the guy in my event lineup. So if that makes sense, that's kind of why those guys are in there, as well as to take down the team overall. But finally starting to square the ball up all right. I mean, I went with the pinch runner and Marcus Semien to try and get some speed over there. Squared the ball up. The previous at-bat with Yasmani Grandal did not get rewarded. And then a very late jammed hit the other way does get rewarded for a single. So I don't think I deserve to have runners on first and third right now. Probably deserve to lose the game. But we are going to go ahead and tie it up because Cody Bellinger is going to hit a sac fly to left field. Thought that one had a chance to get out, but I did miss it at the plate. I swung a little bit over the middle, as you see there from the feedback, very late, and that was the previous one, but it was a very similar swing. I swung low and in, and it was a pitch kind of middle away. Still hit it, but anyway, we do tie the game up 1-1. We're going to go ahead and go into extras. This opponent is definitely a good hitter. I mean, we both hitting the ball well. I was a little bit late. My timing was a little bit off. Not playing the game as much consistently and just kind of playing here and there and not really warming up, just hopping into some of these games. I'm not going to be on the ball all the time. I know that going into it. I'm trying to make adjustments. I'm trying to still play the game pretty well, but I just know that not practicing as much is not going to help me, if that makes sense. Anytime you don't play the game as much, you're not going to be as locked in at the plate. Right there, I probably should have just swung at that. I had an earlier hit and run situation that worked out and would have won the game if I was able to have everything go the same way without getting caught stealing at second base there. Mookie Betts probably wins the game right there if Mike Trout doesn't. But nonetheless, this game's going to go into the 5th inning. And this is not something that I want to do. I don't really want to play event games that go into extra innings. I debated on quitting out of it, honestly. Not because I didn't feel like I could win or not because I didn't feel like I deserved to win. I thought that the opponent could have won easily in this game, but I just wanted to save time. I had a lot of stuff to get ready for this upcoming week. And anyway, I was just trying to finish this game one way or another. And I'm almost out of pitching anyway, so I might as well just stay in and leave the guys that I have to just pitch until they give up a run or something. But the outfielders seem to be making the plays. A lot of balls to the warning track that were tracked down from both teams. I mean, I did square up a couple base hits that were that I felt were robbed anyway, that ended up in outs. This one I got lucky. I mean, infield hit, I just didn't really react right there and threw the ball to first base just barely in time to get Ronald Acuna. But Joey Gallo is able to finally end the game and win it. Don't know if I deserve to win that one. It could have went either way, honestly. And I don't think that happens all the time, but got a late base hit that kept me in the game. We do have Chipper Jones coming out today as a World Series reward. I'm hoping that I can either make World Series or purchase him off the market for a decent amount of stubs. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and we do have that confirmed World Series reward. So peace out and have a great day.